So there we are. Just put a little bit of oil in there, not much. And we're just going to put these potatoes on the base. Doesn't have to go in any particular order. And if you do have too many of these, you can always fry it up for that nice little bacon and eggs breakfast, or whichever breakfast you kind of like. There we go. Okay, so I think that's almost there. Just maybe one or two on the sides. And I'm happy with that. That's quite a thick one. I might put this guy in the center. Might be more forgiving down there. Beautiful, guys. So what we're doing here is obviously just in case you get like a slight little burn, these come really nice and crispy as well at the bottom. So let's go. Yep. As you can see, we've got this beautiful mince over here. We've got a couple of these trays. So let's start over here, and we're just going to lay this in. Wow, this thing is nice and warm. So we do have a cloth. Warm is Afrikaans for warm, guys. Let's go here, sprinkle some around. There we go. Ooh, getting excited now, huh? We've also made a nice little bread, which is cheese and onion today, with a little bit of spices and stuff like that. So I'm quite excited with that, with the lasagna and this. I think that's going to go really nicely. So normally I'd put white sauce in the bottom, but today we're just doing a slightly different way because it's obviously in the pasta in the potjie pot. So let's slap some of these guys in here. Woohoo! Homemade, lovely sauce. This gonna make a small mess, but I'm sure it's gonna be okay. Okay, here we go. Always got another spoon, guys, and just work that around so it's not just too thick on the one side. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Look at that. Okay, here comes the tricky part, is the lasagna sheets. Oh, I think this packet's still closed. Wow, look at that. Nice to have fresh lasagna sheets on a Saturday. Not the salty cracks at the end of the month. Here we go. And you just layer it in. So, not that difficult at all. What we can do, obviously, we can obviously just snap them like that, and you just place them where it needs to be placed. So very, very quick, very easy. My wife normally does this bit, but she's taking the day off today. Love cooking for her and my friends. She would get a bit angry if I wasn't doing it as particular the way that she likes it. So let's try and get into all the corners. My camera lady's laughing. I love it. There we go. So what are we going to do now? Let's get some more mince in. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh no, the buck's finished, he says. Don't worry, guys. This was the small one.
Do you need a spatula?
No, that's all good. There's a bigger one here. Woo! That's hot. Let me hold this again. Healthy, good food, this. Definitely going to lose some weight with this. There we go. A little bit in the corner there. And we just now what we're going to do is we're just going to layer this with the lasagna. White sauce we're going to keep right at the end. There we go. So it's getting a bit boring now. I'm going to try and move a little bit faster to get you guys into the end game here. Let's go. Just on the YouTube channel, boy, trying to make you some money in the years to come. And let's just layer this again with some beautiful spaghetti bolognese.
Not spaghetti bolognese.
I know it's a bolognese, but I'll put some linguine with this. No problem. So I normally do this a slightly different way. I do it with homemade habanero sauce that we have here, and I put blue cheese in it. But got quite a couple of kids here today, so we're just going to do a nice healthy pot for the kids. So no further ado, let's just finish layering these bad boys. There we go. And here we've almost finished with our lasagna pot. There we go, bits on the side. And I think we're almost there, guys. Couple extra pieces there. Last of the pastas, the bolognese is going to go in, spaghetti, mince, whatever you want to call it today. This is just the last little bit here. So yeah, I think that's come out quite nicely. Light little spreading on the top here, just to give it a bit of flavor on the pasta. And let's just smash some of that white sauce. Oh, my wife will be upset. Let me just try and get the last of this out here. There we go. Bit of white sauce, no further ado. And then from here we're going to whack on some lovely cheese. So I think that's about enough. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, look at that. I think that's good. And to make it spectacular, some lovely cheese. Sure, but this stuff's still a little bit frozen. Let's see what we can do here. But obviously we're going to put some coals on the top, so it doesn't really matter too much. This will definitely melt. This is mozzarella. You could pretty much do this with any cheese. I've done this with mozzarella and blue cheese on the top. It actually is fantastic if you're a blue cheese eater. Let's just get that last bit out. And would you look at that? Hup. Come on. I think that's about enough.
Crush it up.
That is looking pretty good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on the fire. I like to try and do something slightly different here. So I take the center of the heat away completely and I pack it to the edges. So then also you don't have major problems on burns on the bottom. But we'll definitely put a couple of coals underneath that. Popping the pot down. Definitely don't want to drop it. That guy's getting heavy. Okay. I'm going to put some more coals around that. I'm going to let that cook for a little bit. Pop the lid back on. Ooh la la. And then what we'll do is we'll place some coals just on the lid to get that cooking quite nicely. Yeah, that should take maybe about half an hour, should be ready. Ooh la la. Look at that bad boy.